ZX 850.4 amplifier, amp dyno. We got the rubber ducky. You know what that means. It's Tuesday. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And man, I always look forward to Tuesday. It's, you know, we missed last Tuesday after show, but it's okay. We got the amp dyno, brand new amp dyno ready to go. A big Kicker 4-channel amplifier to test. And of course, a giveaway to give away. So make sure you enter the giveaway at kicker.com/umweekly. Appreciate all you guys hanging out ahead of time. And without further ado, let's kick off the intro. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes.
So we're kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud.
Appreciate ya, Basehead 30, Shoot Dog, Randy, Kicker Car, and of course, Keith PR. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Of course, yes, amp dyno time. We're gonna, this is the fun stuff. This is fun. Let's do it. What's up? Turn down for what? Yes. Yes. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. It is Kicking with Andy. And, I mean, we do car audio. So the music has to be fire just a little bit. Thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. Got some new people. Of course, all the old heads, bass heads, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me on this Tuesday evening. I appreciate you guys so much. And thank you for always tuning in to the Kicker Unmasked show. And Peter, I do love the name, man. Peter, Mr. Kicker. Stunt wall. Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh, we gotta do it. Look, there he is.
Oh, wait. Are you Pete? No. I thought you were Pete. My friend Pete and I, we grew up together. We went to high school and we used to play soccer on the same team when we were...
Yeah, that Pete. Thank you for hanging out. El Fuego, appreciate you for tuning in from the Pacific Northwest, sir. We got to roll
That's
it.
how they do it in the Pacific Northwest.
Appreciate you, El Fuego. Thank you, man. And the SPL Lab amp dyno over here. We might as well pan over to the other side of the studio. Just take a look at it here. Just give you a little teaser, even though you are here for, just pretty much the amp dyno. But yeah, man, we got a lot going on over here. Let's let the camera focus a little bit. There we go. Nice and pretty now. And there's a lot of wires over here. There's a lot of wires, a lot of stuff. There is the ZX 850.4 for Mr. Kippolicious. From the 9K giveaway, we're at 16,000 subscribers. Thank you, Jason Grant, for being patient while we got the entire new amp dyno just hooked up, ready to go over there. Of course, we will be dynoing the Warhorse 10K, but I need more batteries. That's a big amplifier. So we got to start out small, but we got all the switchers. We got the switcheroo to do it. So let's kick it off. Thank you, El Fuego. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Shannon, thank you for tuning in. And do not forget to hit the like. It's that easy. It's right there. We got 16 likes, 29 people watching on YouTube. Hit the like. Come on, guys. Just take a look at it. Thank you, Shannon. Appreciate you, sir. John Smith, thank you for hanging out early in the show. Glad that you're here tonight. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. Choke change. Where is the L7Q class? And you know what? I honestly thought it was coming this SEMA, but maybe not. Maybe not. But the kicker is kicking, and there is Kicker Car coming in clutch. Oh, we got to do it. He's making it rain.
Make it rain.
Hit it, Michael.
Eddie?
Peace.
Cue the drum roll. All right, open your boxes. Open your boxes. What? You get a green team membership. You get a membership. The membership. The membership. The membership. The membership. The membership. You all get a green team membership.
Everybody gets a green team membership. Thank you, Kicker Car. Every week, 50 gifted memberships, so more people can find the channel and get to throw a little subwoofer L7X emoji. How cool is that during the show? Thank you, Kicker Car. Appreciate you so much. And I think we got to hook up that other kicker. Must have came disconnected. I thought it was. I thought I was seeing something. I'm like, frame rate, shutter rate, frequency, maybe it's that. No, it's not. It's one that is disconnected. Thank you, though, so much, Kicker Car. Appreciate you. And thank you guys for all hanging out with me tonight. Awesome. Kicking it off fast. Simon Stately, thank you for sharing on Facebook. Appreciate you for that. You guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging out. When are you going to get CAE on the show? Man, we need to get CAE on the show. You're telling me, but we got a lot of dynos coming. I'm kind of rolled up right now, man. I'm rolling my sleeves up. Dyno time. Dyno Titanic? I don't know. What would you call that?
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
Dyno-tastic. We're going to get Dyno-tastic. That's what we're going to do. Thank you, Bobby, for tuning in. Appreciate you. Might as well do a little bit of Q&A before we run over to the dyno, because, it's not that it's super fast, but, I mean, shoot, man, it's just an amp dyno, right? Appreciate you. Plus, we got to say hello to everybody. Ryan Wilson, will we need 2 Warhorses for the new Solo X18 or just one? Honestly, for the average person, I think all you would need is one. Honestly, that Warhorse 3.6K is really almost a 5K, pretty much a 5K amplifier. So 5,000 quote RMS on a 4,000 watt driver, even for the 18, for your normal person is more than enough. But will they make a bigger one? I don't know. Not Oprah. You get a membership. Everybody gets a green team membership. That's how we do it. Thank you for hanging out again, Jay. Hope you've been well, sir. Let's see. There's Mr. Dubby. Oh, we got to throw the dubsters. No explode box, but man, that is the man behind the logos. Thank you for hanging out, Dubster. Appreciate you. Can't wait for the 100,000 subscriber giveaway. Yeah. Oh man, it'll be a Warhorse 10K. Yeah, if they make another one of those. I ain't giving away that one. That's a nice one. I like that one over there. All right, cool. Let's do it. Half ohm, yes. Any last questions? Jason, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. I don't know why my name changed. YouTube did something, man. I know. I remember the logo there. It's so hard. It's like I remember your guys' YouTube names, and then it's like, man, why did they do that? Why did they do that? It's terrible. Keith PR, we all just want to know when they said real soon exactly. How did they mean by that? For what is it? The L7XS, 90 days, supposedly around 90 days for the launch of the L7XS woofer. And let me tell you, I am excited for an XS woofer. You know, we all love the Solo X, I mean L7X, but it's like now that they have something that's even bigger, it's like it couldn't come at a better time. It couldn't come at a better time. Maybe for some that already use their 50% off discount code, it's coming at the worst time. You just use it. Well, that's why we do this every other Tuesday with the 50% off discount code. And hopefully you can win another one to buy an XS down the road when it comes out, man. I'm telling you, man, we thought the L7X was a game changer. Even more throw, more power handling, and still with a kicker name. That is awesome. And let me tell you, kickers, they don't stop kicking. They just keep kicking. They just keep kicking. Find out later. Awesome. Thank you for tuning in on Facebook. Daniel, appreciate you. Of course, we are multi-streaming everywhere because we have to, so people know we're on YouTube. Thank you, Daniel, for tuning in. Appreciate you. And thank you, Shoop Dog. Kick the like. Just kick it. Kick the like. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, Shoop Dog, for always tuning in. Awesome. So, what we're going to do really fast before we head over to the studio, let's look at the amplifier in question tonight. This is an old school Kicker ZX850.4. Again, thank you, Kip, for sending us out, and Jason Grant for letting me have some time to put this together so we can dyno it and actually test it before he gets to play with it. And let me tell you, test after test after test, you know, of course you got to pre-test this thing. I am really surprised. I am really surprised just because it's an older amplifier and we are abusing it when we're doing these tests. Anytime you see Kicker do an amp dyno, Big D do an amp dyno, anybody do an amp dyno on a resistive load at its lowest impedance is like, it's putting the amplifier through the gates of hell for just a few seconds over and over and over. And the thing with the Kicker amplifiers, they just last. So that's awesome. And it's such an old Kicker, too, from 2006 or 8. I'm not too sure. It's either 06 or 08. I want to say 08, but it could be 06 as well. Either way, this amplifier is very old. But to just look over the specs real fast, I pulled up the manual over here. We got the ZX 350, 650, and 850. Of course, this is the big boy that we're talking about today, the ZX 850.4. And of course, your normal stuff in your manual, you know, like how you wire it up. You got 4 channels, We'll get into that. And I do like how they have all this stuff here. Let's just zoom in because we need to be able to zoom in here. We need to enhance. On the side of the amplifier, it is nice. They've been doing this from day one with a fader control. So all you need is technically one set of RCAs on the amplifier and you're good to go. You don't actually have to have 2 sets to get all full output for 4 channels. But if you want fader front to back, then you gotta do that. But it's nice, and especially for an amp dyno, it just works. And of course, your crossover, high, low, and adjustability, and remote bass too. You know, that's pretty cool that it has the bass control there. I don't have that one, unfortunately, to show off tonight. But yeah, this one is the 850.4 right here. This is the size of it, and just pretty much showing you how to fuse it and stuff. You know, I kind of do miss Kicker doing this in their manuals, where they would have illustrations of the amplifiers, because sometimes it doesn't have it, and then I'm looking online and I'm like, okay, well, which one is it? And it's hard to tell. You have to kind of guess, okay, is it 06, 08, 11, or is it a 41, 43, 44, 46? You know, you kind of got to guess and look at images from like Crutchfield. So I do like how this is in here. You can at least tell, okay, yeah, that's the right one. That's the right one. And the illustrator was always doing an awesome job back in the day for Kicker back then. All these different things, just kind of showing off, troubleshooting. But of course, we want to look at the power that this thing does. So we're not going to look at the 350, 650, but the 850.4 right on the right-hand side there. And at 4 ohms, this thing is rated to do 175 watts each channel. So this is a huge 4-channel amplifier. You put this on your normal just door speakers, they are going to be singing full tilt boogie. but 215 watts at 2 ohms. You said you wanted more, so there's a little bit more power there. So that's what, 860 watts total RMS, and I think that's what Crutchfield had it listed at RMS power. And we're gonna go over to the other side of the studio and to test all that fun stuff. So let me switch from this headset so we can walk over there and get to it. Appreciate you guys. If you got any questions, drop them now. Thank you, John. Please like the live, everyone. It's easy. Hit the X at the bottom right of the video on the mobile, hit the like button, and come back into the live chat. I know I wish iPhone and Android was a little bit easier watching on a live stream. Hit the like. It couldn't just make it easy, could it? Let me do the switcheroo here. We're going to be doing a lot of switcherooing tonight. All right, we're already on. Sweet. So, and we are hot. Awesome. Sweet. Let me know if it's too loud. I cranked the gain up a little bit, but not too much. Let me know if it's good enough. Thank you so much, John. Appreciate you for that. Let's see. Mr. Cornut is in here. Thank you for tuning in, Cornut. Appreciate you. The Cornut clip is broken. I gotta fix it. Look at that. It's broken. I've been hitting it too many times. Come on, Mr. Mullen. You can do it. Come on, Mr. Mullen. There we go.
He does traveling installs.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to fix that a little bit. But thank you, Corna. Appreciate you tuning in all the time, and thank you for always being here supporting the channel. Let's see here. Question: are there quad coil subs? There actually are. I think. Oh, what brand was it? I want to say Audiobon used to do it. They had quad voice coils. And the pros and cons with that, obviously, would be like wiring configuration, but most monoblock amplifiers usually only have 2 sets of output terminals, so I feel like really for wiring configuration and for ohm loads, it gets even more confusing, because then it's like you kind of have two dual voice coil woofers, but it's all on one coil, so they would all have to be wired the same. You couldn't do a certain pattern because then one set of coils would be going the opposite way. So I feel like there is a trade-off for that. Good question, Choke Change. Good question. Jason says, for sure. Let's see. Sounds good. Thank you, Shoop Dog. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. It's what I do for Ernie every Tuesday. I'm like, audio sounds good. I'm just that guy in the background just making sure, you know, hey, we're clipping. We're not loud enough. Just got to look at it. All right, cool. The kicker is still kicking from Kicker Car. Thank you again, Kicker Car. Appreciate you. He keeps his kicker going all night. So, what we're going to do is we're going to move over to the other side of the studio, and we're going to do an amp dyno. It's going to be fun. Let me make sure that this is good. Okay, we're good. Appreciate you guys. And we're going to go over to here. Over to the second side. Let's make sure that the lighting adjusts. I need that lighting to adjust a little bit. There we go. Awesome. That should be good. Yep. Awesome. Cool. All right. Well, we might as well just zoom in here on the amplifier really fast. We want to look at it. Enhance. I mean, we can stop and stare and just look at the dyno. I mean, this thing is a monster. We have 8 ohm 1000 watt resistors, and they're both connected to each other for 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm, and the same thing down here, 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm, for a total of 10,000 watts of resistive load capability. We can test pretty much anything, and of course, makes it all possible up here with the switcheroo. And this is provided by Mr. Adam Russell and Matt. They make these things, and I think they're available for the public soon. If not, I didn't sign an NDA. This thing is awesome. And of course, it's got the display screen. You guys seen this work a little bit, but not exactly how it was actually intended. We're going to be using it as it was intended on tonight's show for just an amp dyno itself. So let me make sure that this is good. My little clip is not long enough. So I need to make sure that the audio is coming through. I don't want to mute myself by accident. Let me come back over here. So the last thing I want to do is half the show and then you guys can't hear me. Yeah, we're coming through hot. Awesome, good. All right, so again, SPL Lab, and yes, Kicker, ZX850.4. Again, thank you, Kip, for sending this to Jason so that we can dyno this thing and see how much power it does. And I've never actually done a 4-channel dyno on the show live before because that's really hard to do because then you'd have to do all kind of switching. With this, it makes it possible. And we're going to go into 4-channel mode, and we're going to turn that on in a second. But let's turn on the amplifier itself. Let's zoom in here. Of course, you can't pick these up anymore, but the Kicker ZX850.4 is an awesome amplifier. Little light up logo right there, a little fan right there. And of course, all your, oh, there goes my remote. All your controls are right here. The gain is definitely not all the way up. Crossover and bass boost and the like. And again, on the side here for all your crossovers on this side, and then the input section over here. And I forgot to mention, this thing actually takes 0 gauge inputs, or at least 2 gauge. I got 0 gauge going in there, and you're going to see why, because this amplifier is really strong. And a little thing that I added onto the amp dyno here, we got 3 switches. We each have 100 amp power supplies going to each. These 2 are your main 14.8, 14.9 pretty much charging voltage where we're sitting at currently right now. And this is our go-go button here. This is where we're charging up to 15.4, 15.5 to really see what an amplifier can do by giving it even more voltage. At least for the current setup that we have right now. And then I got another multimeter over here too. It's going to a little bit hard to see, but I just wanted to get accurate result on the voltage drop for whenever we do efficiency ratings for this. Now, since this is a 4-channel amplifier, and I'm only clamping one of the terminals to see what it does per channel, we will clamp all 4. The efficiency numbers are not going to be accurate, obviously. So we're not going to do efficiency numbers till we clamp all in the end. Let's do it. All right. Take her to 16 volts. I could, Keith, but usually the cutoff voltage for these amplifiers is around like 15.4, 15.5. I know at least with this Kicker SX350.2 that never existed, this one shuts off at 15.3, 15.4. So, and this one kept going. So it might have a little bit higher, maybe 15.5, give or take. But yes, let's zoom in over, where was my, nope, down here. There we go. Okay, so I need to turn on the clamp because we need this anyway. Even though we're not doing efficiency yet. Okay, head unit is set. Volume 38. And let me just come over here. Even though I'm going to have to go back and forth. And what we're going to do first is we're going to do the 4 ohm load test. And again, this is rated at 175 watts. Let's see what we can get. Let's make sure we are at 1% THD. The power will stop once we hit 1% THD. All right, that's 1 power supply. Let's turn on 2 power supplies, so 200 amps of input to try to keep the voltage as high as we can. We're sitting at 14.7 right now. I need to redo this maximum. There we go. I don't know why the minimum's saying that. I just want to see this. Come on. Oh, it's like a computer. You turn it off and then it's like... Just kidding. There we go. There's my minimum. I don't know why it wasn't reading before. That's just for me. All right, let's do it. Okay. 40, 50, 60, 80, 172 watts. 172 watts. And we drop down to 14.4 volts and 3.7 ohms. Not 100% accurate on that one, but we are at 4 ohms each thing there. So 172 watts, close enough. Not exactly 175, but yep. I mean 14.4. That's a pass. That's definitely a pass. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do uncertified, just full tilt boogie. We're going to see how much power this thing can do. And obviously, all 4 channels are driven right now. So we're, you know, we'll get into that. Let's do uncertified. Oh, that's the wrong mouse. Too many mice. Let's do... I keep hearing that kicker over there kicking. I'm like, what is that noise? This Cookie Monster on the other side of the building. All right. Let's crank up that volume. Full tilt clipping. All right. Let's send it. 4 ohm uncertified. Wow. 200 and... Oh, it's still going. 247 watts at 4 ohm. And we dropped a 14.4 on the money. So we're doing the 2 ohm rating at 4 ohm. All channels are being driven at 8.46% distortion. That's impressive. That is really impressive. And next what we're going to do is the 2 ohm run, certified and uncertified, but I need to check the chat. Thank you. Appreciate you tuning in again. Dubby. Let's see here. Let me scroll on the comments here. Actually, we got this over here. I keep forgetting. I got all these things. Come on, let's zoom out over here. And then we can... Okay, you can follow me. Cool. Awesome. Keep your... Always love the way the ZX series looks. It's rugged, and it is awesome, man. Whenever I got into Kicker, that style year 2008, that was Kicker that I'm walking into Best Buy seeing with the L7s and stuff. That was the first time that I really personally seen Kicker in person. So yeah, absolutely, man. It's very fond to me. It's sad I gotta give it away. We got a let's see if we can go over here. I actually have a 550.2 right up here, and that thing was one of the first ones that I amp dynoed. And I had a very hard time making it do certified because I couldn't keep it at 14.4. And yeah, so I think that's why Kicker does that now a little bit more so than they did before, was literally make the amplifiers do not just rated, but more than just rated, so that when your voltage isn't perfect, you're still getting those claimed numbers. So that's nice that they do that. And it's not like it's totally underrated so that you put, you know, too small of a woofer on there and it blows it up because the amplifier actually does 1,000 more watts on top of what it claims. So you got to watch how you rate amplifiers. I like the way they do it. Just a little bit extra gravy. You don't want to drench it. I mean, unless it's Thanksgiving. Colby Jack, huh? Let's see. Kickin Crown. Thank you, Jason. All the volts. I know, we didn't even go in turbo mode yet. Take her to 16. Well, you got to ask Jason for that. I don't want to blow it up. Not that it really would, but it'd probably just shut off because it's Kicker amp. That's the difference. But still, if it does blow up, Ernie, need another RMA. Need another one. Just cuz. The ZX amps are stout. Thank you. CM, I think that's CM enclosures right there. Absolutely, man. And this is a 4-channel. This isn't even a monoblock. Now, of course, my testing is at 100 hertz. Sue me, I know. But 40 hertz, 100 hertz, really not that big of a difference here. And it's really a 4-channel amplifier. So we're going to do 100 hertz. Let's see. Thank you for donating. Who's donating? I don't even know who's donating, but I appreciate you donating. Where's my thing right there? Kicker car. I don't know why I keep saying that. I think Restream's going crazy there. Ethan Bumpin, thank you for tuning in, Mr. Bumpin. Appreciate you, man. If you haven't checked him out, go on social media anywhere. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You'll find him. Appreciate what you're doing for the community. Another car audio bass head social media guy. And, man, it's just fun to see other people come up and do exactly what I've been doing for the past, 5-6 years here. And just have success doing it. And you seem like a cool guy. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. And, yeah, I definitely need to give you a demo of Cookie Monster, and I need to see your new system. Thanks for hanging out, man. Is the OTC means over the clock? It could be. Overclocked, over the clock. Something like that. Appreciate you, CM. All right, cool. So let's do the 2 ohm run on this amplifier. Again, it's rated at 215 watts RMS. Let's see here. We'll just fade over to this side here. Can we go to cam 3? Switch over. Yeah, 215 watts by 4. is the 2 ohm rating for this amplifier. I have a feeling it's going to do it. I have a feeling it's going to do it. All right, so we're going to go on to the switcheroo. I do got to show this really fast. It's going to be hard to see everything, but you can kind of tell what I'm doing. These lit up here are 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm. Here's 2 ohm per channel. Now we're down to 2 ohm. Now let's zoom down to the SPL lab, the clamp. Oh man, we got a lot of electrical back here too. I don't want to fold the down here, but it's clean. We got 2 runs going in, just so we have no voltage drop, as much as good electrical as possible. Absolutely, Frank. Absolutely. All right, so we're at the 2 ohm run. Now we're gonna do wrong mouse. We're gonna do the 1% THD. 2 ohm run, again 215 watts. Gotta crank this down to volume 38 and volume up, and we're gonna let her rip. There we go. Can we get 215 watts? Oh yes, we do. 246 watts on each channel at 2 ohm, 1% THD certified. So that is awesome. I think it's doing, you know, really good for a 4-channel. This amplifier is, well, think 2008. It's when I graduated. It's old. It's old, man, and it's still kicking. Temperature's not too bad. Where did I put my thermometer gun at? There it is. No, that's not it. Where's the thermometer gun? I kept moving that thing. It kept hitting me in the leg, and I don't know where it went. I know I didn't put it there. I had a temp gun. I don't know where it went. But I can keep my hands on it, and it doesn't burn me, so it's under 120 degrees or so. Still nice and cool, but we're doing short runs here. Now what we're going to do is uncertified up to full tilt boogie clipping, okay? So keep grabbing the wrong mouse. We're going to go to max. Well, that's fine, don't matter. Crank up the gain past 11. 2006 here, thought Andy was older than me. No. It's just a beard. Let's see what we can do. See if we can beat 246. I have a feeling we're going to be able to beat it. Full tilt boogie. Whoa! Holy moly! 342 watts. 8% distortion. But 340 watts on each channel. On each channel at 2 ohm. And we're dropping down to 14.1. Wow. That's 1200 plus watts. When it was rated 860. I mean, certified. 246 times 4. We'll say 250. We did 1,000 certified. All channels driven. But let's actually do it. Let's just clamp all the channels together and see what we really get. All 4 channels clamped. So all you got to do when you're ever trying to clamp multiple channel amplifiers, you're in the lane, you got multiple amps, you leave the voltage on one of them there. The voltage will be the same, and all you do is you clamp around each positive of each speaker lead or amplifier, depending your setup that you're doing here. And then we need to go under this because it all needs to be the same direction. That's the key. And let's reset it now. And now we can do efficiency scores. So let's do 4 ohms certified. Or we'll do 4 ohms certified. See how the efficiency numbers are. And then we're just going to go full tilt boogie. 2 ohm uncertified. So we can see how efficient this amplifier is, and then how much power it can do in total. Let's see, actually we're going to have to do all 4 of them. So let's just do 2 there. And we're going to go to volume 38. Let's see, why does it keep saying thank you for donating, thank you for donating, thank you for donating? I'm going to have to turn that off. That's going crazy, man. That's really going crazy. I appreciate you for donating. Oh my goodness gracious. That's probably from the gifted memberships just lagging. That's crazy. Test bench is doing well. 1300 watts, and I only saw 0.6 volt drop. Yeah, she's hanging. She's hanging. That's awesome. All right, cool. Let's do it. 4 ohm certified, all channels clamped. Let's see what she do. There we go. There we go. Okay. So 4 ohm, all channels clamped. I mean, you're going to see 1 ohm. You got 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm, 4 ohm. That's how that works. Did 627 watts and 72% efficient. That's pretty good for this old AB amplifier. That's really good for that. That's why I wanted to do that test there. Now let's just drop it down to 2 ohm certified and see what we can do. Okay. 2 ohm certified. Let's just do it without doing the go-go juice. Just regular juice. Regular juice, 2 ohm certified, volume 38. Let's hit it. $903 watts at 1% distortion, dropping to 14 volts. This one's saying 14.1. So still doing over that 860 watts that it claims. So this thing is doing certified. It's doing certified. It's doing rated. Shocker. I know. Okay, cool. So now what we're going to do, before we go uncertified, I'm going to hit this thing with some go-go juice. There we go. 15.1, 15. I want to get up to 15.3-ish. That number right there is what we're looking at. This one's off for some reason. I don't know why. But working with Adam on it. That's why I have this too, and as long as it drops where it's supposed to, it's going to give me the right number. I have that to verify. But yes, so while that's charging, any questions? Because we got to do the go-go juice. We got to do it. All right, come on, zoom out. Zoom out. Out. Go back. Ernie. AI Ernie, slow down. Why does it keep saying thank you for donating? Why is it going crazy? That is insane. Thank you for donating. I appreciate it. Go Juice, thank you for tuning in. 5, appreciate you, sir. For AB, that's killer. It really is, Keith. It really is. Absolutely. Snow Cold, thank you for tuning in. 2,003 watts. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for uncertified. We can see what it does. That's why I'm letting that get the Go Juice. I donated my left kidney. I appreciate it. That'll do it. That'll do it. Let me let me come over here real fast, actually. I want to see if I turn off this thing here. Actions. Thank you for donating. We're going to turn this one off. So that's gone. That's gone. Okay, cool. Say something in the chat other than thank you for donating. Please don't say thank you for donating. Please don't do it. Just don't do it. Choke Chain's got a question here. Let's see. Can you run 2 old school 10K Warhorses with a single L7 XS18? No. And the only unless you only want the driver to go up or down. Obviously, if you had 2 solo X18s, yeah. The Warhorse that's over here that he's asking about, it's got a push-pull technology, and that's why the normal 81 amp dyno cannot test it because of the relay circuitry. Mine I can. And the same reason why I clamped it in the lanes. It has inputs or the output section. Each terminal only makes the speaker go up or pull down. Thank you, Snow Cold, for subscribing. Appreciate you, man. Enter the giveaway. Kicker.com/UMweekly. Enter the giveaway. But yes, so you would technically need 2 to be able to do that. And it's a cool technology that Kicker had back then, and even with the efficiency was off the charts, like 94-95% efficient. It's kind of crazy. But there were some trade-offs with that. Will they ever do that again? Probably not. Will they make another Warhorse 10K? I don't know. Maybe. They made the XS. I thought the Solo X, L7X, was good enough. But no, they said, oh, hold my twisted T, said Steve. But wait, there's more. So that is awesome that they're doing that. And yeah, you definitely need 2 subs, just because you have to have 1 coil push up, 1 coil pull down. If you had 2 amps, I mean, I guess you could probably put 2 up, 2 down, but I feel like I don't think you could do that. The amplifier would be like, what's this other amplifier doing? You're in my space, buddy. What are you doing? So there is that. Where are you going, Ernie? Over here. In my defense, I sent that before he said not to. Probably Mr. Cornut donated on. Oh, thank you. There we go. Thank you for donating. Cornut, no! No! We gotta play it. We gotta play it. Oh, there's Cornut. There it
Cornut.
is.
He does traveling installs.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it. You gotta look at it this way, okay? You just gotta look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
You know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't sat back and just taken a look at it. You gotta look at it. Thank you, Cornut, for making us look at it. And thank you for donating. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Oh, man. Love the Steve Irby autograph. Yes, I had to, man. Whenever I had that in Cookie Monster for Slamology 2 years ago, he was at Slamology, and I'm like, yes. 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 And I had him sign the Solo X too, the old 18 that I got in storage right now. But yeah, I had to do that with the amplifier. Awesome individual. I mean, we wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for Steve. So, all right. I think the Go-Go Juice is charged. Yep, we are at 15.3. Let me see here. Where are we at? Cool. Ronco 160, thank you for tuning in, man. Converted a CT Sounds prefab 8 box for a Kicker Q Class 8. Better than no box. That's V3 showing around 35. You know what? You would be surprised. Subwoofers are forgiving to a point. You know what I mean? With box recommendations. Obviously, you're going to leave something on the table, but how much are you leaving off the table? Is it even noticeable for what you're trying to get out of the build? It might just work for you. All right, so we are in full effect Go-Go Juice. So let's do certified 2 ohm and see if we can get more than, what was it, 900 and some watts? 930, I forget what that was right there. But still, let's see how much more we can get certified. We at volume 38, excellent. Full tilt boogie. Well, full tilt, but not boogieing yet. We do got the Go-Go Juice. Okay, wow. 984. And we dropped down to, well, I didn't reset this one. That says 14.4. I'll say that's close enough. And that is awesome. There we go, 15.3. Reset, awesome. But yes, 62% efficient. That's not terrible, you know, but still, we can do even more power than that because this is certified. So this amplifier is almost doing, I wouldn't say it's exactly doing, but if you look at the numbers for the Warhorse 1000.4, it's not far off. just for the rated numbers. This thing's doing above its weight class. And this is a big amp too. And the Warhorse 1000.4 that they have is a third of, or 2/3 of the size of that. So let's do full tilt boogie, volume to the moon, and let's see how much power this amplifier can do. Power supplies are kicking in. Excellent. Let's do it. Whoa. 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 1,366 watts. Drop down to 14.4. That's saying 14.1. I'm going with this one. 14.4. 1,366 watts. We pulled over 2,000. That's the DC power. That's how much is taken from your car to do that. 66% efficient. That is not terrible for this AB amplifier from the mid to late 2000s. 4-channel. All channels driven at 2 ohm. That's why we're seeing that half ohm right there. At 8% distortion. Not even above 10%. So this is a, you know, an amplifier. It's not going to just run away on you, because that they will do that. They will do that. I'll go 10, 20, 30%. What do you think, Mr. Rubber Duck? Mr. Atherton Duck? Every time he comes out, you know a big show's happening. So this amplifier did awesome. Again, thank you, Kip, for sending this thing in. 9K giveaway winner. And oh, you know what? What's that say right up there? What's that say up there? It looks like it says something.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it. You gotta look at it this way, okay? You just gotta look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
Thank you, Kip, for making us look at it, and thank you so much for sending this thing in. This amplifier did awesome. And one other thing I wanted to do before we head over to the other side. Thank you, CM. Appreciate you, sir. Pennies. Thank you for the pennies. I don't know how I didn't see that. It's on the top right screen. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screens over here. Literally 6 screens on this side too. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate you. Yeah, we got the super chat screen right here. This is the original laptop where the live stream started, and that thing is still kicking, man. It's still kicking. And it's nice because it's got the touch screen. See? That's why it's there. I like it. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you, Garrick, for tuning in, being part of the green team for 21 months. That is awesome, man. But yeah, I got smart. I got 2 waters now. I got one over here, one over there, so I don't forget it. But what we're gonna do, I picked this up from Goodwill Auction, and I know Uncle Bobby B wanted mine, so I bought this, and I'm going to amp dyno it, and then we're going to send it to Bobby. But I noticed something really cool, and I was like, I wonder if that's original or not. This entire kicker amp has never been opened. And this thing's from, I think, 41 series, I believe. Look at this thing. Still in the original packaging. Still in the original packaging. And you can tell, if you ever bought a kicker amp, they got these little holes. Okay? That's kicker, man. This thing's never been powered on. Yep, 41 DXA 125.2. So, as soon as we get this dynoed, Uncle Bobby B, it's all yours, buddy. If you don't want it, we'll find something to do with it. But had to show that off tonight. I don't know exactly which week we're going to do that one, because I believe with everything running and just how things are going, it's like, man, I want to do amp dynos and more amp dynos. I do need a little bit more electrical for bigger stuff, But we can play with the small stuff till then. But I wanna get on it. Stat. If you got any old batteries laying around, let me know. LTO preferably. But I do want to dyno the Warhorse 1000.4, the Warhorse WX 3600, as you know, the big one, and LX 3000. Again, we can do it live. I don't know if we did that one. Maybe we did do it live. Yeah, because I did a video and did it live. So we can't do that one. We already did that one. Or we could do it again. I don't know. Either way, got better electrical, better dyno stuff, and all kind of kicker amps laying around. A SX 700.4 we can dyno, all kinds of stuff. And if you got a kicker amp, you want to see it dynoed and you don't mind if it blows up, send it to me. I'll send it back to you. We'll get it dynoed a little bit faster now. So Jason, you finally get your amp, man. That's what was taking so long, was just putting this entire dyno together. It just, you know, didn't take too long to do it, but just getting all the parts and actually doing it and finding time to do it in between everything else. I'm just glad it's done. Everything works. And thank you, Adam, for just making that for me. That thing's awesome. And let's head back over to the other side of the studio. Thank you, JD Wilson. The Solo XS18 going in Cookie Monster. Absolutely, dude. Just because it's, man, you know, I kind of knew about it. I'm not going to lie too much. Like, I knew about the XS, and I knew that 18 was going to be the baby 18. But even compared to the original Solo X I had in there, is a monster. So to have something that's even a bigger monster in Cookie Monster, I'm happy. I'm happy is an understatement. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you. Let's see. Art. Let's see. Let's go over here. Can we go over here? Come on. You were just following me real good. I had this thing going real good. Now it's not. There we go. There we go. Cool. I like when it follows me. It goes kind of crazy. All right. Appreciate you guys. And sweet. We're back over here. And I don't know why that was holding that one there. Let's see. Right, you know, I mean, for being an AB4 channel and just driven like that, it's not a monoblock, and it's not a Class D, you know, newer, more efficient amplifier, full bridge technology. It's just not. So it's gonna struggle. But you know, I've seen tests with Derek doing them, and they're like 50% efficiency. Just bad. Just bad. All right, let me switch over here. Got a lot of switching to do. Okay, and then this goes here. I hear bass outside. I hear bass. I hear it. I hear it. Ah, it's so much better. Cushion C's. Oh, Kicker just made a wireless headset with a really good microphone. You know, that would be really cool. Ernie, Steve, whoever's watching, whoever it is. You know, you got to go online. You got to go online. Goodwill, just Google search Goodwill auction, and you'll find it. Shopgoodwill.com or something. I think all the amphitheaters I've got, found some pretty good. I don't know why people just get rid of that stuff. I have no idea. They're crazy. What time are we at? 53. Perfect. Awesome. Sweet. I paced that out perfectly. I mean, we have fun with the dyno. It's not just one run and see what it does. It's like, okay, dot. Go juice. Go juice. That was awesome. I wanted to see how much more it could do. I second the good mic headphones, Andy. I know. It's just, you know, even the headphones that came with that Corsair headset that I use, I don't even use the microphone. I use a Rode microphone because the microphone that comes with a Corsair is worse than that one. So, yeah. I would love it. Thank you, Andy Hart. Thank you, Uncle Bobby B. Appreciate you. There we go. We got the RAM in here. Thank you for hanging out, Ram. Appreciate you. Keep up the content as well, sir. Yes, indeed. Doesn't look like it has any surface rust either. Nah, man, that thing was taken care of. It's crazy. It is crazy. That's the only other thing that I've ever got from Goodwill that was in the box, still in the packaging, that was brand new. Wasn't Kicker, but I have it upstairs and I want to dyno it. Now I can finally dyno it. But we got to do it on a not Tuesday because it's not a Kicker amp. It's a Boss amp, but it's from like 2002. So it's like one of the ones, I forget what's his name, but he was like a really good amp designer. Actually designed it. It's got the chrome finish. It's got the VU meters. You know, Derek's drooling in the background. You can see him. Yes, but that one was brand new as well. So sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't. Loving the LX 1650. That thing is strong. You know, between the LX and the KX amplifiers, you know, they are strong. The only reason I ever blew up my LX 3000.1 is because I connected a Tesla coil to the input section of it. And I don't know if you know anything about Tesla coils, but they got thousands or at least hundreds of volts going through that thing. And it just, it worked. It worked. And then I went to go do it live and it didn't work. I'm like, oh no, I broke it. I broke it. Otherwise, normal use, those things are tanks. And that's the best thing with a Kicker amplifier is the protective circuitry built inside, the reliable parts. It's balanced. It's built correctly. It's not, you know, top heavy where it's got all these, like all this power, but no stability. And if you don't run it properly, it's going to come crumbling down on its knees because it's so overbuilt on the top end, not the bottom end, you know, and just vice versa, all over the place. And on top of just the parts that are inside being stressed or not stressed, just like computer, designing a computer, running it too hot, whatever, is it going to go and protect when it's supposed to and all that kind of fun stuff. So it's just one thing with amplifiers and subwoofers. I don't care who you are, what subwoofer you have. A subwoofer is technically just, you can blow it up. If you try hard enough, you know, you will over thermal the driver and that's it. An amplifier has a protective circuitry, so that doesn't happen. I'm not telling you to do that over and over, but with an amplifier, it's a little bit more like, yes, it's a good amplifier because it doesn't blow up when I make a mistake. Subwoofer, they're not as, you know, I mean, yeah, they put extra, you know, high temp resin on it and stuff, but then if you put too much of it on there, yeah, it take all the power all day, but it needs all the power to do anything. So there's a trade-off. And then you're probably putting a 10,000 watt amplifier on it to make it move anyway, and then you blow it up because, you know, you put too much power to it. It's just, I like amplifiers to be like, okay, yes, this is just quality over cheap. You don't want to cheap out on the amplifier because that can blow up just like a subwoofer. You push it too hard, you whatever, it doesn't go and protect, you're done, you're out of your money. With a Kicker amplifier, at least you know it's going to go and protect. It's built better. That's the thing. That's the thing. I second. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Cracker, for tuning in. Appreciate ya. Hope you've been well, sir. Appreciate ya. Had to close down the savings account and open up a new one. Just to get an excess. Nice, 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 nice. I mean, you want a higher interest rate anyway, man. Annie, make sure you mail it to my P.O. box. I know, that's the only thing I'm afraid about. I'm going to send it to Cornut, and then Cornut's going to drive over and drop it off. Sound good? Good. Okay, see, look, there's Cornut right there. Oh, yeah, the Banda. I know, we can finally dyno the Banda, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's so easy now, Cornet. The old 4-channel dyno that I had set up was just resistors laying there, and I'd have to switch from the 4 ohm, the 2 ohm, and they were only 50 and 100 watt resistors. I got 2,000 on each channel, and the thing with amp dynos, you can usually do about double, because that's what I was doing. I had 2,000 watts of resistors, and I was dynoing the LX 3000.1. That was the biggest amp I did on there, and that's almost double the power. Did 3,800 watts. So yeah, Z Audio. That's it. That's it, Jason. That's the guy that designed that. Boss. Nothing bad about you know what I mean? Boss is coming along, man. You know, I'm just saying, like the head units, I hear good things. And even though the amplifiers are totally overrated, like they do 10%, they don't blow up. And, you know, when it comes to anything in life, it's like, well, at least I know how much power is going to do. Is it worth it? No. But it's not going to blow up, so it's a safety thing. It's like, all right, well, at least, you know, your car's not going to, like, catch on fire, because that's the last thing any of us want, man, you know? We want our equipment to last, and we want it to perform. So to get both and a warranty in case it doesn't, that's where Kicker comes and just does the whole holy trifecta. All right. ZX10 Rider, those old ZX amps were awesome. I had two ZX 1000.1s on a pair of 12-inch Solo X's back in 2003. Absolutely pounded in the box, built and tuned by Kicker, man. That's awesome. And the 1000.1s, they're big. They're big. They had the 2500.1. That was the biggest Kicker amp until they had that, and then also the Warhorse 10K. So, but the ZX 1000 to 2500, they work just like this one does. Normal amplifier, but they're huge. They're big. I want to try to test a ZX 2500. I had somebody comment on Facebook. They said I can dyno it. We'll see. I'm just happy that I can just start dynoing bigger stuff. Now that's it's cool, you know. Not stepping on Derek's toes, but you know what? I've been wanting to do it. I have half of the studio literally just waiting for it. It's just waiting for it. Thank you, 1904. Appreciate you tuning in. Love the logo. That's awesome. That is awesome. Andy, thank you for tuning in, Shannon. Andy, you think they'll make new Kicker Warhorse amps that are stable at half ohm? And, you know, whenever, because I'll be able to test it half ohm as well here. Whenever I do dyno the Warhorse, I will run it at half ohm over and over and over and see if it shuts off. And where it shuts off. I know with the CX 1800, as soon as it hit like a certain current, you know, it shut off. With the Warhorse, if you have it in competition mode, supposedly some of the protective circuitry and thermal stuff is kind of lifted, and so would the current, running at half ohm and maybe even seeing a resistive load at half ohm. If you're going to try half ohm on any Kicker amplifier, I would suggest it on a Warhorse just because it's designed for bass heads, okay? And, you know, they know these guys are probably going to run it at half ohm. They're going to run it at quarter ohm, but they're going to make it safe so it doesn't blow up. That's the last thing a company wants, you know? They got, you know, Kyle, Steve, and Drew, and they got these big Kicker systems, you know, like multiple woofers, 12, 16 of them. The last thing they want is an amplifier going poof, because the guy wired it to quarter ohm, because he knows he can do that with other amplifiers, and he's done it in the past in box rise, you know, that whole thing. They don't want those amplifiers to go up smoke. It'd be just, oh, goes in protect. That's it. That's the worst of it. That's a good case story. So with those being that, you know, I don't want to just say, oh yeah, they're half ohm stable. Can you run them at half ohm? Sure. Just be wary. Be wary. Make sure your electrical's good. You don't want to be running that thing at half ohm at 6 volts, because that is the shut off. It's like 6.5 volts on the Warhorse, which is really nice for us bass heads, you know, but don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Oh, and 1500.1. That's right. They did make the 1500.1 as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, that is the switcheroo. Is that a custom relay switch box you have on your dyno? Well, you might as well pan over to that real fast here. There we go. There we go. Let me know how the lighting looks in here. We are actually shooting at 60 frames. All right, come on. I don't know why. There we go. Now the lighting's good. There we go. That is the switcheroo that we have hooked up over there. Resistive ohm loads are on the outside, and obviously where the wires connect is on the front. And then that goes to the switcheroo LCD, and then we bring it down. Those are the wire outputs, and this is just all the connections there for the loads themselves. And of course I had to add a little bit of Kicker on there. But yes, the switcheroo. All right, let's pan over here. Awesome. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you always tuning in. Picked up a DD1 and an AMM1 for box rise and other testing. You know, I would love to have an AD1, the big one. Just cause, I mean, it costs $3,000, so there's that. And then you have to like specially order it and stuff too. This thing's nice. It's not as easy as the 81 in some cases, but you know, it works. But right, with the DD1 and an AMM1, the AMM1, I believe that's the one Parker uses. That's the clamp one, right? And then the DD1 for setting your gains and distortion detecting. You know, right. It's fun to know power, either playing music or just seeing what things are doing rather than just doing it blindly. And you know, I love math. I love math numbers, and like that's why like I get in all this stuff. It's cool. And then just, you know, whole science thing is cool as well. It's fun to test stuff. It really is. It really is, Kicker Car. Again, thank you for always hanging out. Hopefully get one of these Bullfrog 100s. I'm borrowing Seth's. He actually won it, and then we used it for sheets, and then I was like, just put it in the box and I'll charge it and I gotta bring it back. But I'm like, I'm stealing it for the show. I'm stealing it so we can have 2 Bullfrogs just sitting right there. And then the TW2s, that's the second place prize. And then I can't find my box for the TW1s, or I'd have it sitting up right here too. We need to do that. I got a TW3 box. I mean, these TW3s though, man, these things are awesome. And yes, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. SPL Lab over 81. Yeah, 81 was the first one to do it. We'll give them credit where credit is due. SPL Lab just shows you so much more. You know, I see THD percentages. It shows me efficiency ratings. Real time. That's the difference. Absolutely, man. And, you know, we got to bring Adam on here again. I brought Adam and his crew on a live stream. We went up going live for like 3.5 hours, like 3 years ago. And I do want him to come on to show how to calibrate that and to talk about that kind of stuff, just so more people know about it, man. Awesome. Let's do the giveaway. Let's do it. Okay. I might as well drop this here. Where's that at? I'm going to drop... Oh, I forgot to post this on Facebook. Whoops. They know where to come. Kicker.com/umweekly. I dropped the manual there, though. So if you wanted to take a look at the 850.4's manual. My ear is itchy. Okay, good. Cool. Let's do the giveaway. We're going to crank up the volume a little bit there. Nothing too much, but there we go. Time for the rigging to commence. Aha, there we go. Oh man, my nose. Ooh. Did you ever get a pimple inside of your nose? Yeah, that's what happened this week. It's great. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. 70 people entered. 48 watching. 49 this whole time. I appreciate you guys. There we go. Sweetness. Oh yeah, I found this on eBay. I need to put stickers on it though. Look at that. Mitsubishi Eclipse. I got 2 of them. This one's in the package. Probably gonna stay in the package. But like, what? 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 Rob Payne, thank you for tuning in, man. I was out of school 20 years ago when you graduated. I feel old. 20 years. Out of school 20 years when you graduated. Wow. No, you're not that old, man. Time boogies. It's all blended together. A year is really like a month. That's what it is. Okay, cool. So, yep. Yeah, sorry for missing out last week. I had a massive headache. I wasn't sick, I just had a massive headache. Work has been crazy, and Oakley didn't let me sleep too much the night before, and I'm just like, man, I can't. Okay, so yes, man, that's some rigging right there, man. What the heck? Okay. All right, there we go. See, Rigomatic 3000. See, he knows. He knows. He knows. You got me. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Sweet. It's a mini Cookie Monster. Thank you, Lily Page, for tuning in. And I do need to look at the top fans. Of course, Mr. Cornett on top with 325 experience points. John Smith, 225. And Frank, 175. And, of course, right behind Peter, Kicker Car. Appreciate you guys, man. I love how that's cool. I like that. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Now we're talking. Rigomatic 3000 needs an update, but it's still functional. Okay. Do that, and then that. Okay. Sweet. Ribs. Sound good. Sounds good, CM. For weeks, X wouldn't let me work at all. I know Twitter X is really weird how to log in. I don't know. It's very strange. I've always had issues with it in the past as well. Okay. Bottomatic. I'm up to 4 bullfrogs since COVID. I won the grand prize, man. He's got 360 sound just like Cornut. That is great. That is great. Yeah, I don't know. There's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with it. Okay. You need some low glow on Cookie Monster. You know, I was just looking at that at Walmart. I'm like, I'm not buying underglow at Walmart, but the idea, yeah. I got lights on the inside. I need lights on the outside, and I want to put lights in the roof through the shag. Kayla's going to kill me. I need lights. More lights. Awesome. Sweet. Okay. And then bada bing, bada boom. Cool. Okay. Sweet. All right, let's type these in. We're set. Okay, we're gonna start at 3rd place. Because if I change my pattern, I swear I'm part autistic or something, I'll just mess everything up. I have to do the same order, or I just, I forget things. Congratulations, last show, Brett from Illinois winning 3rd place. That's the TW1s. Congratulations. That'll work there. Wow. Another Berg that spells Berg with an H. If you know, you know. We gotta capitalize that. They'll sue me if I don't. The kicker's kicking. Hold on. Hold on. Jason Grant, he took a look at his brand new 850.1 and he said, man, thank you for dynoing it. I finally get it. I finally get it.
This is what makes time travel possible. The flux capacitor.
Flux capacitor?
Thank you, Jason, so much, man. I'm just happy that it's done and that you get your amplifier. I gotta ship a lot of kicker amps out this week, including yours. I'm just glad you got to see the power it did. You know it's gonna last. I mean, you already know that. But now you know that. because it just went test after test after test. And of course, it was taken care by Mr. Kipolicious. And thank you for just making that a possibility that we can dyno tonight. And just thank you so much, man. Truly. Truly. Appreciate you for the 10 gifted memberships. I didn't even realize I was gifted memberships. Hold on.
Bass hitting hard. Yeah, yeah. Turn down for what? Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you again, Jason. Thank you so much, man. Cookie Monster is kicking over there. Oh, excuse me. Cookie Monster is kicking. Thank you, Jason Grant. Appreciate you, sir. There we go. Okay, second place. Tyson won last show. Let's type in second. Okay. Why do they spell island with an I? Why is that? Okay. Third place. Oh yeah, Fee Fi won his fourth bullfrog. That's right. I mean, I really want to steal this off of Seth. The 100s are just, they're smaller, they're convenient. You put one on one side of the yard, one on the other side. I mean, I think 4 is a little excessive there, Fi, but you know, definitely more than one is not a problem. Definitely not a problem at all. Let's see. First bullfrog, right. Okay, awesome. I know this guy real good. Okay. Wow. I hope everything fits. Okay. Now, the 50% off discount code. Efren, your email just went out today. I got the codes yesterday. We're waiting on those. Thank you, Roger and Ernie, for keeping that going. Okay. Rigged. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Carl, again for tuning in. Appreciate you. Love the logos, man. I still need to put the XS logo on here. Slacking, I know. I love you guys. Thank you for being patient with me. If it fits, it ships. That's it. Flat rate. Thanks for always hanging out, man. Still waiting patiently for the email from Kicker from last week's win. Yeah, they're slacking. Just email again, call them slacker. They're slacking. It's a Kicker thing. We slack just a little bit. Thank you, X-Rider, for tuning in. Lily Page, thanks for hanging out. And, you know, you guys get to enter every Tuesday. Kicking with Andy, you get the extra prize, 50% off discount code. So if you don't win tonight, there's always next week. So thank you in advance. And some guys here won more than once. So that's how you know it's rigged. That's how you know. Thank you, Punisher, for tuning in. Garrick says he found my Christmas gift. Man, Christmas gifts are always the hardest thing to find because people have everything nowadays. They got it in their pocket, their phone, you know, and whatever. Base heads were a little bit easier. Thank you, Garrick. Appreciate you, man. I know. I need to start on that, too, is the Patreon. Oh, we could do green team, but we got 213 people on the green team. I'll try it. Send out some Christmas cards for the green team. Oh, my goodness. That's a lot of Christmas cards. That's a lot of Christmas cards, man. Holy moly. We might have to do it. We might have to do it. Cornet says, I keep the TW1s in my truck for when I take the dog to the trail. I still need some TW3s to replace my Galaxy Buds, though. Yeah, the TW1s are nice for, like, you know, just random stuff. The TW3s, you put those in, and you want loud music. You want feeling bass, you know, not just listening to a podcast kind of stuff. Yeah, they will excel well, and they... From Nate that works with me, and he's a big JBL guy. You know, JBL, okay, we know, headphone market, they got it, right? And he's like, I like how they stay in my ear like the JBL. So, that's saying a lot. Of course, Nate loves Solo X's. He wants one. He's got the Comp Q, you know, but still. Absolutely, Cornut. Thank you, Cornut. Appreciate you. Bonsai News. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Oh, he's gonna love it. Let's do it. Do it electronically. I mean, you could. I mean, yeah, but it's not the same, you know? I do Christmas cards for the Patreon. So if you're not a Patreon, at least jump on that so you 100% get a Christmas card. Patreon, Living Loud with Andy. And if not, I will try. I'll try to do the green team, or at least the people that have been on the green team for the past year or more, you know, just because you guys are awesome and thank you for supporting. And yeah, maybe we'll do that. Year or longer green team members, we'll get you. I'm gonna have to write that down because I will forget that. Come on, Cornut, let us hope. Cornut wins first, second, and third place. Cornut, I mean, we could do that. Ernie, yep, we're gonna have to do like a 1 to 3 prize there. Loving it. Call me Mr. Aw, now he's getting cocky over here. Call me Mr. 50%. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you as always. I received your email earlier. Thank you, sir. Sorry for the delay. Appreciate you. And yes, I seen your email response. There is no expiration date on that code. There is no limit. Now, I know they talked about on the Unmasked show for their $2,500 giveaway that they're doing separately than the regular Unmasked show, which is kicker.com/giveaway. Go check it out. $2,500 system. But they did say that you can't buy, like, you know, 99 earbuds or something. Like, it has to be like a Kicker system, right? With the code, though, I believe you can buy 99 headphones. So that's the difference. That's the difference. You could buy 99 of those. So there is no limit. Now, if you go and buy, we'll say $300,000, $400,000 of Kicker stuff for 50% off, I think you might get a call from Steve Irby himself and be like, so are you a shark from Shark Tank? How much of the business do you want? How much equity? Like, what are we doing here? I don't think there's a limit either. But yes, thank you. And thank you for always watching. And congratulations, sir. Yeah, I've been watching a little bit of Shark Tank. All right, let's do it. Third place is the TW1s that Cornut loves and myself goes to, of course, Kicker Unmasked t-shirt, koozie, and I believe a lanyard, they fit in there as well. The goes to Bonsai 360 from Newburgh, New York. Congratulations, no 50% off this time, but you got some TW1s. Thank you for watching. Congratulations. Second place, the TW2 headphones, Kicker Unmasked t-shirt, koozie, goes to Ryan W. from Rock Island, Illinois. Congratulations. Thank you as well for watching, sir. Of course, first, second, and third all get a email from Kicker. 50% off. You're going to get an email from me. Now, the Bullfrog 100, where you can connect 99 of these. If you watch enough Unmasked shows, you can do it. That is the limit. I believe it's Cornut verse 5 with the most Bullfrog 100s in their arsenal. Goes to Glenn M. from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Congratulations, Glenn. Thank you for always watching on Facebook. Thank you for being here. Troy, it's too late to enter. It's too late to enter, man. Thank you for hanging out, Troy. Love you, buddy. You gotta be special to get an email from Andy. Yeah, real special. Thank you, Keith. Got 3 of them. Oh, man, he is stacking up on the bullfrog. So at least you get, I guess you could technically get 360 sound from 3. You know, triangulate the bullfrogs. You know, one behind you, one on your left, your right. Oh, yeah, definitely, man. That's what I was worried. Is that going to fit? That's a lot of words up there. Congratulations, Glenn. And then we got the last one, the 50% off discount code for anything at kicker.com. And by the way, last checked, the Solo X8 is in stock. So go get one. I need to get one myself. Goes to, this is not because I need some computer parts. Mike from Washington, Pennsylvania. Congratulations, man. And it's just a little rigged, okay? It's just... Now, I just need that new GPU. You let me know now. Now, congratulations, man. Always a fair contest here at kicker.com/UMweekly every Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out with me. This was just an awesome, awesome show. And congratulations, Glenn. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you all for hanging out. No after show tonight. Kayla's yelling about the trash. I got to take the trash out. And maybe pie. Pie sounds good. I had a light dinner. Appreciate you guys. Ethan Bumpin', Mr. Bumpin', thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna need a flow towel. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Shoot Dog, love you guys. Kicker Car, you guys are awesome. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Lily. Appreciate you guys. Have an excellent week, and I will see everybody on Kicker Unmasked and, of course, the after show next Tuesday. So thank you for watching, and as always, stay living loud. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Okay. So we're kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud.
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
Man, Amp Dynos, that's where it's at. We're built for it. We're ready to go. I love doing this stuff. As long as I got something to talk about it, man. We got something to talk about tonight. Always find a topic somehow, some way. And I love you guys for tuning in, and I appreciate the support so much. Thank you. You know what, Shoot Dog? I took a look at it. I'm looking at it. Would you look at that? I'm looking at it. Looks good. Yeah, we're going to have to do something like that. 100%. Just so you guys know to kick the like. Appreciate you, Shoot Dog. Appreciate you, Basehead 30. It is time to dance, but the kicker is kicking, and it's Mr. Cornut coming in. Thank you, Cornut. Appreciate you, sir. And then, wait, no. Eric coming in, trying to steal it with the Canadian coins. And Kicker Car. No! Kicker Car with the $10. Oh, man. Thank you guys so much. All for the green team.
Green team.
And as always, now we dance. Oh, no. There we go. There we go.